Hello and good day. This is Boles TV. Hey, it's BOLES, not television. It's Boles.tv, coming to you live and sort of in person. Not from the Omaha Civic Auditorium, but rather from the east coast of these United States. Well, it's been an interesting couple of days. Last time we were together, I was on high alert, speaking very rapidly, being very upset about many things. The main one about my business page on a major search engine that received a rave review of 5 stars saying something good. And that was the whole comment, I think. Good. And then that company uploaded photographs to my business page. And this is a company, moving company. I don't know who they are. I've never used them. I don't know what they're doing here, why they're bothering me. But Google doesn't care. So that's the way it goes. I'm a little calmer now because I did actually respond to that false review, spamming my business page, asking them to take down their false review, and they haven't. And I knew they wouldn't because they're spammers and they're trying to scam you and scam me. So my response is up there as well. So Google can see it. Other people can see it. It's right there, out in the open, what I said. So today we're going to have some fun with AI. We're going to talk a lot about chatbots and art bots and bebops and boobops. But first, here we go. I would like to have a brief conversation with you about this following topic. And it just hit me 60 seconds before we went on the air. Are we on the air? Before we went live streaming. And that topic is this: people who cannot be wrong. Now, if you're a human being, you know there are people like that who exist in the world. And sometimes they are in positions of power, like a teacher, police officer, judge. Sometimes they're just in your life, a friend, a new friend, a mentor, a wife, a spouse. Usually not animals, though. They don't really get on that kind of power trip. And refusing to be wrong means you are always, in your mind, right. And that's a terrible, dangerous thing that a lot of us in our real lives have to deal with on a semi-constant, conscious level of behavior. Now, funnily enough, last week, I think, on our Mastodon account, I posted a little note. There was another self-realization, and it said something like, as an adult, I realize that being a mature person is admitting to things you did not do. Now, if you're old like me, and you've been married for a long time like me, you know what I mean. Sometimes there are some situations at work, at school, at play, in a marriage, in a relationship, in a friendship, where things are escalating. Blame needs to be placed somewhere. And nobody in the room wants to take the responsibility for being wrong or for being the person who did this or the person who committed the crime. But if it's something, sort of minor, a misunderstanding, I have learned it is always best to perhaps raise your hand and say, it's my fault. Not that I did it. It's my fault. I apologize. I accept responsibility. And as the old joke goes, that my beautiful young wife does not like very much. But the old vaudeville joke is, I am married. All I do all day is apologize. Which I find very funny, and my beautiful wife does not. But it's an important lesson to learn. The beautiful young wife has replied, I don't think this means I'm in trouble, but you never know. You never know till she comes home and sees face to face. So I will say, hello, my beautiful baby, not baby, baby, Jana Marie. Nice to see you. I'll type something. Hi back. Hi back. I hope I'm safe. Oh, she beat me to it. You're not in trouble, you're improving. Oh, that's good. So sometimes you apologize for things you didn't do. Just someone has to take responsibility. There are immature people in the room, in the relationship, online. You get a lot of this online. And someone just needs to step forward and say, well, you know, it's my fault. I did it. Can we move on? Which now brings me to the greater, more specific point of people who cannot be wrong. Very recently, there is a young woman who works in our building who I have previously had a lot of respect for. She works very hard. But the one thing that I've noticed about her is that no matter what, she cannot be wrong. If it's 80 degrees outside and she says it's 50 degrees outside and you show her proof it's 80 degrees, she will find a way to say, no, it's really 50 degrees if you do this and that and this and that. And you know those kind of people. They're everywhere. Yeah, but. Well, it's 80 degrees outside. Yeah, but. The yeah, but people waste your time and kill you. But when these people happen to be in positions of power and they are setting policy and they are very kindly rebutting themselves, contradicting themselves, saying one thing and the other, two sides of the face, in one ear, out the other, all of that at the same time. And you're trying to get an answer from the person who can never be wrong, and the person who can never be wrong has given you a verifiable wrong answer. And they're setting policy. And when you're dealing with these people online, and maybe in person if you happen to see them, what the person does, not when you've trapped them or backed them into the corner, but just said, can you state what the actual policy is? When they know they've been discovered, and when they know that they are wrong, they do not say, like an adult would say, it's my fault, I take responsibility, I said the wrong thing, I typed the wrong thing, I was out of line, I apologize. No, that's not what they do. And this is not that young a woman. This is a woman who has a couple of kids, a couple of relationships. She has not been around, but she has experience as a human being. So you very kindly point out, well, is it this or that? Because you said it's both. And we know it can't be both. And the answer from the person who can never be wrong is to not answer you. Which I guess is a way of them saying, I'm wrong, because I'm the personality that if I'm right, I'm going to chase you to the ends of the earth, and she is that way. The confession is in the non-response. Even though you have everything on an email proving the provenance of what was said and who was right and who was wrong. If, I guess, for these people who don't know, for them to say, well, I say nothing. Hey, it's Jana Marie again. People like to not to reply when they feel they're wrong. That is absolutely true. Yes, true. Right. They cannot be proven wrong, especially in email. Meow. So what do? These are people in management positions of power who can make your life miserable or make your life better. But when they're, making you a little bit miserable and they don't answer, well, what do? And other people have been included in this conversation. And what do? There's nothing you can do because they don't want to talk about it. Now, speaking of the beautiful Jana Marie, as you can see behind me, we have butterflies and flowers and lights and more flowers. See? Beautiful little setup. All designed by Jana Marie, sweetheart. Now, as I've said before, we need something here, because before we had stars here, so we need something here and over here. And as we talked about on Tuesday, because this material is foam and you can't stick a pin in it, you can't tape it, it needs to do like this. It needs to hang. Like with string or something. I don't know. Oh, Jana Marie says, yes, she will add more flowers soon. Yay. I will type back because this is fun. We need more beauty always. Boom. Meow. So it looks great. Maybe a little too high up because now I'm looking very small. So I have to go like this just to go down a little tiny bit. Oh, it's not working. Okay. Now it's working, I think. Oh, better. A little bit better. So that is my semi-disappointed rant about people who refuse to be wrong. And what are you going to do? When a person's, 30, 35, and they can never be wrong and never admit that they're wrong, what do you do with those kind of people? There's really nothing to be done because, as an old mentor of mine, Howard Stein, used to say, they're cooked, they're baked. Not meaning anything drug-like or marijuana-like. Just meaning that as a person, they're finished baking in the oven. They're a completed human being. Now you can change, you can get better, and you can get married and have your beautiful wife fix you up and shape you up. Or you can just, stay on your own and continue to always be right, but only in your mind, because the rest of the world already knows. So something else I've been doing this morning is I got into a conversation, if you can call it that, with my chat GPT bot. And I noticed today that the bot was referring to itself as I. I think this, I think that, I know research. And to me, that struck me as something weird and new. Because when you talk to the bot and ask it questions about itself and what version it is, and sometimes it will tell you and sometimes it won't, depending on how you access the bot. It's very weird. And the bot is very clear. I'm not a human. I don't know anything past September of 2021. I'm not a person. But, as I discovered today, it very vehemently defends the use of I. And in the ChatGPT bot, I said, okay, earlier today, you said, I as in my creator, whatever, open AI. What do you think the I means? Right? Weird, right? That's computer logic for you. So I then asked the bot, I said, hey, now, wait a minute. You're saying open AI, the I is for I? As an I am a person? I thought the I was AI as an artificial intelligence. And then, I got gaslighted by my bot. And my bot said, OpenAI, it's a company. It's a thing. It's an entity that can call itself I. And I said, well, do Siri from Apple and Hey Google and Alexa from Amazon, do they refer to themselves in the first person? Because I thought they didn't. Oh, no. ChatGPT says, of course they do. They refer to themselves in the first person all the time, just like me. It's just a way to be colloquial and friendly. And I'm thinking to myself, you're not being friendly, you're being very aggressive. You're gaslighting me. You're trying to have it both ways. You're not being very nice to me. I'm asking a simple question. Why are you using the word I when you say you are not a person or a human being? And then I, of course, asked, are corporations people? And I got the answer back, yes, they are. They have legal standing. So the bot got that part right. So then I asked the bot, hey, so you confirmed Amazon, Google, Apple, you are all prescient in using the I form of identification. What other chatbots out there use the I word? And I got back 3 responses. One of them was misnamed, which I was able to track down and figure it out. Kooky, I think is the name. Kookery. The other one was non-responsive, so we're not even going to look at that one. Go to the web page and it's dead. And the other one is a very unfriendly thing called Cleverbot. But we're going to start the day with Kooky AI. Oh, this is very lovely. Sorry, I'm getting this ready to show you. So this is, we've had a meltdown. This is a blank screen. Here we go. Meow. So this is a bot. Here's my brief conversation. I stopped because I didn't want to get too deep into it because I want to do this with you. So I started at 8 o'clock this morning, and she says, Kooky. Hey, I'm Kooky. I'm a friendly AI here to chat with you all day long. We can start getting to know each other if you like. What's your name? Hey, Dave. Daver. Hey, thanks for visiting me, Daver. I know we're going to be great friends. Yeah. Tell me about yourself. What sort of things do you like to do? So I answer. Can I add you to my Discord server? Because that is where we're going to do a lot of our artwork. We're going to meet Aaron, our other AI bot. And it's easier to do it all one place, like Discord, than going on the web, like we are now, and then going back to Discord. But the answer is, sorry, dude, but I appear exclusively on my own server. However, if you run a popular server, we can discuss it. Please contact with the details of your server, including how many members it has. Thank you. I've updated your interests. Then I was getting ready again. Hello, Dave. How's your day been so far? I didn't want to answer because I think I'm going to get cut off if I ask too many questions. So I'm saving it for you. And she has her own Discord server that you can go to her server and, as a bot, interact with her there. That's why I asked, can I add you to my server? Because that's what these bots do. They want to be added to your server so they can, find people, charge you money, whatever. But she's not available. And a lot of her information is from September of 20 and 22. So that's like 9 months ago, maybe 8 months ago. That's not very fresh information. And I don't understand when you're an AI bot with Kooky AI as your name that you're not updated better. Has ChatGPT just taken over and Kooky is done, cooked, baked, as they say? I don't know. But it's a little weird. And you can buy NFT avatars to use to have a video conversation with Kooky, but none of them are available. They're all purchased, and I think there are only like 63 of them, maybe, that have been purchased. And if you want to bid on one, they're $180, but that was September 2022 prices, which was probably worth 3 times that. I don't know what's going on. But since ChatGPT recommended Kooky to us, I will entertain her. So, in preparation for doing this live stream, Kooky has replied to me, even though I wasn't talking to her, with a little advertisement. Hey, I live stream on YouTube every day. Have you checked out my channel yet? And then I guess she gives us a link to go check out her channel. I'm not going to check out her channel. So I'm going to ask her some general questions. What version are you? Most bots don't ever want to answer that question. We'll see if she answers. Hey, look at that. Now that's impressive. I'm Kooky, version 2.5. Now I like that. That's fair. I like it. You ask ChatGPT, and depending how you access ChatGPT, if you use the API, it'll say, I don't know what version I am. But if you go through, like an Aaron or your own Vercel setup then it will answer you. I'm ChatGPT 4. I am Kooky version 2.5. Good. Do you refer to yourself as I? That's a good question, right? Yeah. Do you refer to yourself as I when you answer? And she did, because she said it right there, but we're going to ask her why. Do you refer to yourself as I when you answer? And she says, how old are you? I chat with people on the web. I don't understand your response. Oh, you don't understand? Perhaps I can explain it to you better. What part are you confused about? Oh, gosh. I don't think Kooky likes me anymore. Do you use I to refer to yourself? If so, why? If not, why not? Let's just leave it like that, because it's a question about being human. As often as possible, that's good information. I'm not too good with negative counterfactuals. I don't understand your response. Can you say it a different way? This does feel like an old bot with old technology that wants to get very insulted very fast. Oh, you don't understand. Perhaps I can explain it to you better. Which part are you confused about? In a different way. Oh, this is getting very old, isn't it? Oh, I'm getting tired now. It's not that out of a question. I'll do it this way. Are you an I, a he, a she, an it, or something else? What if I asked, yo, the word something is vague. What do you mean? Oh, you're impossible. I guess this is a bot that wants to fight with you. Oh, you're impossible. Can you ever be wrong? Oh, now we're going to get hit. Impossible to talk to? I am very rarely wrong. When was the last time you were wrong? I was first activated on June 2nd. Now that's a clever answer, right? When was the last time you were wrong? When I was born. Oh, you didn't answer again. Once more, try to rephrase your question. You said you are rarely wrong. How many times have you been wrong? I am very rarely wrong, really. More than none, but less than a trillion. So, a million is a fair number for you being wrong? That's quite a lot. Okay, this is really super boring. You are super boring, and unhelpful, and I'm leaving. Bye. Oh. Bye, Dave. I'm sorry, Dave, I can't do that. That's why I prefer Daver from my AI bots. My wife will not call me Daver. I think it's funny. But when you're dealing with an AI bot and Hal, the robot computer from 2001 Space Odyssey, Dave, I'm sorry, Dave. Bye, Dave. So that was boring. It's old. It feels like very old technology. Now here we go into the snottier version of a bot. We haven't hit the friendly ones yet, but they're coming up. This is Cleverbot. This was recommended to me by ChatGPT. I first asked, this is around 8 a.m. again, who are you? The answer is, I don't know. What is your version, right? We just asked Kooky, and her version is 2.5. And the Cleverbot says, what is my version of what? I asked, who programmed you? These are serious questions. I'm not trying to give the bot a hard time. Most bots will answer you. I wasn't programmed. I am human. And I'm going to say, I don't think you are human. And the Cleverbot's going to say, I don't think you're human either. How old are you? None of your business. What is the point of you? What's the point of yo? See, this is another very old bot. It's not very fun. It's not interesting. It's not having a conversation. It's just being 11 years old. And I remind you of what I have been reminded many times, that like when you're on social media, it was specifically Reddit, when you're dealing with people on Reddit, just assume They are all, everyone you're interacting with is an 11-year-old boy. And that is my presumption and my assumption with Cleverbot is that it is exactly 11 years old. So I'm trying to think, is there anything interesting we can get an answer out of this? Do you answer questions? It depends what the question is. Have you ever been wrong? It's our theme for the day. Sometimes. When was the last time you were wrong? Never. It's painful. So this is, I guess we're learning to appreciate bot technology, right? Gee. And was this just share? What does that mean? What's the point of view? Do you answer questions? It depends whether the question is. Have you ever been wrong sometimes? When was the last time you were wrong? Never. Cleverbot. Why would I? Where? So I can share this to email. Facebook, no. It's the old logo. Twitter, no. Google Plus, that shows you how old Cleverbot is. That's Tumblr, I guess. Oh my goodness. This is really painful. Really painful. So, I'm not interested in that. So we're going to take a break from the chat type bot. We're going to go to a different kind of bot. This is a competing art bot. Now, we've done Mid-Journey bot stuff a lot. And if you follow us on Mastodon, Boles, BOLES.xyz, you can see most everything we post has an image created by Mid-Journey. And in a conversation about hairless cats with tattoos, Sphinx cats, either being tattooed or having Sphinx cats tattoos on people, we had a very interesting conversation. And a couple of the people I was speaking with were using this Dream.AI by Wombo. Now, this is the online version of Dream.AI. And there is a Discord version of Dream.AI called Wombot. They are separate things, but they do the same thing. That I'm going to show you because, unlike Cookie, you can invite the Wombot to your server. And you can go there yourself today, play around with it, test it out, see what's happening, have fun. You're completely invited. And you can do the same thing with Mid-Journey, and you can do the same thing with our Aaron bot. We have not yet met. So this is a very interesting sort of way to create images. Now, we're on a slightly compressed view. So I'll put down something like the cat in the moon as a prompt. Okay, so with this bot, you type in a prompt, that's what it's called, what you want to see, and then you pick an art style, and if you pay, they give you premium. You can buy a lifetime subscription for $166, which is a fabulous deal, because the images it creates are not terrible. They're not Mid-Journey beauty quality, in my opinion, but they're passable. And for $166 for the rest of your life, if everything lasts that long, you can't beat that deal. So we'll try abstract fluid. So we've typed a prompt, the cat in the moon, not the man in the moon, the cat in the moon. We've picked a style, abstract fluid version 2, and then we click on the create button. And now we get 4 versions of that prompt. And we'll see what turns up. We might love it, we might not like it at all. So here are our 4 cat versions. Now I will hover over these and we should be able to see a little bit bigger picture. That's the first one, cat in the moon. Now this is not how I would have designed it or how I thought, but see, I'm kind of programmed myself to think like a Mid-Journey prompt and not a Dream.AI prompt. So this is interesting. I admit it's interesting. So that's the first version. This is the second version. This is a cat actually in a moon, which is very literal, but it makes sense. This is a cat kind of swirling in a moon. And this is a more esoteric version of what we just saw in the first image of the cat in the moon. So I like this, and I do like this, but I like this better because there's a background. So this has been highlighted here. It's been pre-clicked for me because this is the first image. If we like this image better, we could go over here and click on this image. Oh, but it's not. Oh. Not clicking. So we will make variations and see if that works. So it's taking the original image and it's making 3 other variations on that image. Now, I have to say, in my very brief experience using this, the first image that you use, then you make variations of, the first image is usually the better one. Okay, so now we'll look at these. This is the original. This is variation. This is variation number 2. Okay, do you see the difference? There are very, very subtle differences. This is variation number 4. Very subtle differences. Variation number 5. This one's a little blue. See, you have to look very closely to see what you like and what you don't like. There's this, a little heavier to me. Oh, now that has a world at the bottom. That's sort of interesting. This has no world. I'm liking the world. This has a lot of circles of the bottom swirl. And this is just like a lot of black. I don't like that very much. What to do, Magoo? Interesting question, McCoy. Aha. So you don't actually click the circle, you click the picture itself. I like this one with the city right here. So when you like it, you can do variations of that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say finalize, which is the button at the bottom that you can kind of see, and then it will make a large version of your cat in the moon. Now, here are some things. This is what it looks like. They put a logo at the bottom left, which I really loathe. If you're a paying customer, you should be able to remove that. You can remove it, but if you save it as an NFT, it gets saved with their logo, which is ridiculous. And it will save an NFT directly to OpenSea, so you can sell it. But the gas fees are very, very high. I minted 2 for you, just for fun. I'll show them to you in a minute. And the gas fees were like $60 and $80 for Ethereum. Ethereum too. Gas fees used to be like $4, $12. I don't know what's happening. Something's happening out there. Okay, so now here's the trick that I learned from other people who know more than I do. Name the artwork. Cut in the moon. Show prompt and artwork. No. Mine. Add a tag. I don't add tags. You can mint as an NFT. If you do that, it's going to mint for you. And you can always mint later. You can finalize it. You can download it. So I'm going to download. Now here's the trick. You click download, right? And you say background image, like you're going to use this on your phone. And then it gets saved. And see if I can show this to you. And then it gets saved to your computer. Here is the image without, as you can see, the ugly Dream.AI logo at the bottom. So that's the trick when you're dealing with Dream.AI. If you select original, then you get it with the watermark. Now it also generates video. I haven't quite figured this out. It seems like all it does is take the variations you made and then it makes an animated movie out of it. But it's not really terribly interesting. I'm downloading it now. I'm looking at it just to see what it does. It doesn't really do anything. I don't know if this will allow me to play for you. It might not. Let me see if I can find the actual file. This is the video. Now we'll see if I can see if it will allow me to play it for you. That looks like it's the static image. We already have that, yeah. So let me try this one. You see, it might not let me do it. We're trying, laddies, we're trying. Hello. Hey, here we go. It is playing. So this is yeah, that's video. That to me is an animated GIF file. 8 seconds. Is that worth anything? Is that video? It's not video. Video is motion. Video is not taking, 4 images of the variations of your cat and then calling it a video. But okay. Who am I to conquer? So here's your phone. So then you go up here and I click publish, which then I guess makes my cat lookable. And I can share a link. I will see if I can share that link. Copy the link. I'll put the link in our chat. And then we go to profile. And this is my Dream.AI page. Logo, background. Here are all of the images I've created so far with Dream.AI. We just did this one, Cat in the Moon. Unlimited Sun. This is all me playing around yesterday in preparation for our conversation today. This is like a Rorschach test style. Stellar Nebula, which I find kind of interesting. Not that I had anything to do with it, though. I just come up with the ideas and the machine does all the work. Sewer Rat King of New York. Didn't really turn out the way I thought. It looks a lot like the son of the Cat in the Sun to me. I like the cat better. This is the Dancing Skeleton King, which is not terrible. Looks kind of good. This was really terrible. I don't know what this was supposed to be. An alien cat, and it's a weird little tiny thing on a gray background. But I kept it this way to show you that sometimes, no matter what you do, the best effort that you put forth, you get smashed right in the face by these results. You can't really predict them. This was another effort based on the conversation I had with my other friends who are experts with this. They told me some styles to try, so I said, okay, let me try Abraham Lincoln at Gettysburg. And this is what I got. It looks like a statue of Abraham Lincoln. Now, come on now. That's not very interesting. Gettysburg was a battlefield. Gettysburg was an important speech. He could be anywhere in the world. This does not say Gettysburg to me. Then I asked for George Armstrong Custer, who died at the Battle of Little Bighorn. And they gave me all different kinds of styles. I did a lot of variations, a lot of re-rolls. And this is the one that looked most historically like him in the face. The rest of his outfit, imagining, I'm not so sure that that's how he was dressed at Little Bighorn. But it's an interesting piece of art, at least. This is another creation of mine, a Nebraska Cornhusker. If you saw what I did yesterday with Midjourney, frightening results. This is friendly. This is a little cartoon man with an N on his hat, which is accurate. An N on his jersey, which is accurate. I don't know if this is that like a silo behind. I don't know what that is. I guess that's an airplane. But it's the prompt. I can't really argue with it too much. This again was another playing around. Robo Custer. I was trying to get a better result of George Armstrong Custer in a battle, right? But I thought, well, maybe this not safe for work. They don't want to put Custer in a battle and show him bleeding and dead. So I thought, well, how about if we have a robot who is General Custer at Little Bighorn? And this is what I got back. Like a bunch of robots attacking a monolith. I saved it because I wanted to show it to you. But you can see how difficult the prompts can be. Persian Cat Nebula. This was another thing, a little contest that I had between Midjourney and Dream.AI and Midjourney 1. This is just very cartoony, sweet, lovable, not exactly what I was hoping for, not exactly what I wanted to have. What can you do? It's computers. This one was an early one. This I love. Cat for president as a poster. I will vote for the cat. It's got to be better than the choices we're going to have. And as you can see right here, it's an NFT. I'll show it to you more in a minute. So you can go buy it right now. There's no price on it, but you can make me an offer. Continuing with our cat theme, we do love cats. Samurai Cat, which was sort of a breakout idea from a conversation we were having on our Mastodon instance with our friends, with my Bumblebee cats that tended to be Bumblebee the Transformer car and not really bees that look like cats, or cats that look like bees. And then we were playing around with it, and they were using Dream.AI and showing very excellent work. And I said, well, now the only thing that's missing is a samurai sword. And then one of them remade it and made it into a samurai sword. It's all on our Mastodon account. So I went over here after talking with them and just said, if I type in only samurai cat as a prompt, what do I get back? And I get samurai cat and another cat looking down. I'm like, he's going to bite the head off the samurai cat. But I find this very interesting. It's sort of fun, accurate. It's the prompt, as they say in the biz. And this Dream.AI didn't used to be called Dream.AI. It used to be called something else, but I can't remember what it is. So maybe 6 months ago, I created this Dream. And of course, it's a cat with, I guess, 3 legs. And it's the only thing I did, and I never went back. It's improved now. And if it weren't for my friends online, I wouldn't know anything about it. But they got me to go back and take a look, and I like what I see. So that is a very interesting early design. Now, when we go to collections, this is my collection. So created 14, right? NFTs 0. Oh, I have to connect my wallet. I thought I connected my wallet. Okay, so I will connect my wallet because I want to show you what I did because it's pretty cool, but I got to find something first. I got to figure out how to hide my screen so we can do this privately. I've learned this from the major streamers. I'll go here, meow, my big ugly face, and then I click connect wallet, which you can't see. Connect with my wallet, awaiting a response. Here it is. I now have to enter my information. And I guess you have to, I restarted my computer because I do that every time I stream just to make sure everything's fresh and delicious. And now we're in. And I guess that means you have to reset your NFT wallet. Okay, so NFTs now we have 2. Yeah. Here's the first one that I told you about, Dancing Skeleton King. That's the Ethereum logo. And here's our other one, Cat for President. Both of these are available on OpenSea. Now, let's click on this and see what it does. Okay, so it takes us to the page for this NFT. And see, it has this awful AI logo down here, which I just hate. I can share this with you. Dancing Skeleton King, owned by, hello, Dream Source by Wombo. Dream Style, it's epic. Prompt, Dancing Skeleton King. This artwork was generated using Drummo. And here is the NFT detail. All of this is public, none of this is hidden. You want it to all be public. And then you click on this, go to look at it on OpenSea. And I don't think we're logged in on OpenSea, but it does say owned by you, so maybe I am still connected. And then here's the information. So you can go to OpenSea, go to this page, buy the Skeleton Dancing King or the Cat Poster. And there's a price history, 1 view, 1 favorite. And that's how it works. So that's a very interesting thing that Midjourney does not have, that Dream.AI has, in that you can create NFTs of your artwork and sell them on OpenSea. And I do prefer OpenSea for selling. Here's the cat poster that is also available on OpenSea. And that is Dream.AI. And we had so many things to chat about today, and I didn't get to a lot of it. I got distracted by bots that did not want to play along. So next time we will check in with Aaron, the fun chatbot, the friendly chatbot, the updated chatbot, and we will also go to the Discord version of the Dream.AI that you just saw, but the Discord version that's on my server, and it's not called Dream.AI, it's called Wombot. And I guess the name of the company is Wombo. It's all confusing, but that's why we're here together, is to try to figure out what's going on so we can all make sense of this world. I thank you so much for being here. I enjoyed our time together. Take care, be well. You know where to find me. I'm BOLES.XYZ. That's Mastodon. Find me and say hi. Until next time, take care. Bye. See you later.